Hey, it's Ian of Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts again. Got another Solax. Hey everybody, Ian from Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts here in my little man cave. Just an introduction to this video. I'm still waiting for Dr. Barry to drop his scooter off, the Solax. It's been 5 months and he still hasn't done it. He's called a couple of times, but anyway, that's why I'm making this little introduction to this video from my man cave here in Las Vegas. I don't know when he's going to drop it off, so I can't finish this video. So hope you enjoy it anyway. It does cover most of the parts of the video, so I'm not waiting any longer. So like, share, subscribe, we appreciate it. So on with the video. Enjoy. Bye now. Yep, so here we go again. Number 4 Solax. I said it was blue, but it's black clearly. This one's the Doctor's. We've had this a few years now. This is version 2. Like I was saying in the previous videos, they've made 3 versions of this, but they call the 3rd version the 2.4, mainly to do with the relay box that operates the RAM. And this one's come in again for a stuck RAM, non-operating stuck RAM. Turn it on. It'll beep there, so controller's beeping at me. But we're just getting clicks and beeps. So that's error saying that it's locked up. So I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is you can see there the RAM's different to the one I've just done on the version 1. They've changed this so you can easily change the RAM out top to bottom just to release it, but I'm still going to release it from the bottom because I find it easier that way and leave this top piece in situ. So I'm going to flip it on its side and undo the bolt at the bottom of the RAM and see if that frees it up. I think it may have damaged the RAM because it won't release from this. This handle's locked up tight. This is your quick release rat handle. So he may have got something trapped in it when it was unfolding, and that this locked up and caused the RAM to lock up. Just hope he hasn't damaged any of the nylon gears inside the motor that drives the RAM. But let's get it apart and have a look. Okay, so I've got the bolt out. It's I recommend if you're going to do one of these, undo this screw here, but leave this one in situ like I showed you before on the version 2.4, so you can give you a little diagram on the back, but you can release it from there. So just you have to take off the RAM motor wire, which is the top red one, and the second one, I think that's power wire, and just so you can get in to put a I'm not sure what, 6mm maybe. Let's see, what does it say? I can't see. 7mm 7mm nut. I took one out, just the front one, just so you can slide that off without having any problem. That way you can get to to the nut to release this back portion of the ram. The ram's locked up and done for. I'm going to take it apart just to see if there's anything broken inside. Like I say, I've got the power on it, still doing the same thing. The mechanism's now released. Now it's not being pressed against. But, I'm just trying to release handle. I did notice that he'd bent this portion here is bent. I don't know if that'll straighten back. It doesn't look like it's seated properly. He says he lifts this out of his car carefully, but when I've seen him operate this thing and take it out of his car before, it's pretty damaged. Where he drops it on the floor, he broke a wheel bearing on this front wheel by dropping it, and the wheel bearing eventually destroyed itself, and the wheel nearly came off. And trying to blame Enhanced Mobility for his mishandling of the scooter. So yeah, so I've had to replace that wheel for him. Yeah, so I'm going to take the bottom end of that ram off just to see if I can free it up, see if it's locked up. But I don't think it's going to be fixable. He's looking at a new ram. So hang fire. Okay, with this apart, as you can see, there's no damage to any of the drive gears or from the motor, but what there is hell of a resistance on the motor. And when you unplug the motor from the relay box, I'm covered in grease, it makes it difficult to undo, but yeah, that's now undone from the relay box, so there's no power from the relay box. Move it out of the way. But now it's free. It turns freely. It's a little bit stiff, but it's not locked up like it is with the I'm wondering if maybe the Hall sensor's maybe gone. I'm thinking there may be a Hall sensor in there that knows where it is, but I don't know. That says to me that there's a problem with this, with the relay box. I mean, by taking the battery out, that should kill all power to the relay box if there's some kind of problem in the relay box that's tripped. But it's just 2 wires in, 24 volt in, and then 24 volt out, and it switches the polarity where it needs to open or close. It's now with the RAM unplugged and power on. Let's see what it does. I'm not sure if that relay box is working or not. I haven't got a tester one to try it. And of course the motors are different. This is a 3-pin port. And on the tester ones I've got, which you've seen before, they're both 2s. Both 2. And that one's a 2. So I don't think I've got anything in the store. Mother. Yeah, I've only got version 1. Version 1 with a key, version 2 key. That's all I've got in relay boxes. That's the version 2.4 key fob. And that's version 1, and yeah, that's version 1. Okay, I put the scooter on the floor to make it a little bit easier on me to unfold it. And what he'd done is this part here is caught on the frame, this piece here. And like I said, that bit's bent there. I'm going to see if I can pry that up a little bit. I've tested the RAM, managed to put a 12 volt battery on it and just unplugged it from the relay. and tested the RAM, and the RAM still moves. So it's the relay box that's gone. So it needs to put a new relay box on it. Luckily, it's just a matter of plugging it in and putting it on the scooter. So not much time involved there, but I'm into it an hour and a half already. Just trying to get it open correctly. So the frame's now open correctly. Now the ram's off, I had to put that bolt back in just for holding this bar on. But yeah, the RAM works via power, unless the micro switch has gone inside. But it does actually stop at both travels, top and bottom, so I thought it might be just in mid-travel and it was sending a wrong signal to this relay box, but now the relay box just beeps. It just, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's blown, so got to replace this relay box. So another call into enhanced mobility for a new relay box. It's Mark II. I've got its serial number just there, so yeah, if you wanted to know where the serial numbers are, I think, yeah, they put one on the, I'm not going to show you in case this is still under warranty, I don't think it is, but one underneath your battery pack there, and also one on the frame just there. So that's where you find your serial numbers on there. I don't know if they give you dates on them or not. I'm not sure. It'll be a date of manufacture, but I can always check to see when he bought it. But yeah, he needs a new relay box. Hopefully that's it. Okay, going back to the Solax, I'm having probably bit my finger. So be careful with the folding mechanism. Yeah, it's not unlocking and locking correctly, and I think it's down to that being bent out of shape. And I've tried every which way, months of Sunday or whatever it's called, to try and get it to release and unlock and lock properly, but it's getting very futile. But I'll keep plugging away at it and see if I can get it to unlock and lock properly manually. Without that operating correctly, it's probably going to blow this again when I get to reinstall that. Because all the RAM does is push like manually operating that, and that releases it. But this, if you can see it, this should be riding on the inside of that, like this one is. See, this is riding on inside of that, and that releases that hook that goes on here, which releases the mechanism. But this one is riding over the top because it's bent out of shape. But even if that was straight, it would still ride above this. This is a little bit tight, and see, it's not springing back the way this one is. This has got a definite spring in it. This one just isn't springing. I've tried loosening it, makes no difference. It's like the spring's the wrong way round or something, but it looks like it's in the right place. Shed a bit of light on the situation, but yeah, the spring's in the right place, maybe. That's over the big piece, but yeah, it's the same on that one. That's a secondary spring. I can't tell if that one does. Oh yeah, there's a secondary spring just there. But I'll keep chewing away at it, see if I can get it to lock and unlock properly. It makes it really difficult when it's lying on its side. And when it's on its wheels, it's even difficult to get inside and see what's happening. But I do know that is chafing on the frame there. But this side's not the problem, it's this side. I don't think that maybe. I think it's something to do with this. This definitely this side that's causing the problem. So keep chewing away at it. Okay, done a bit more sniffing around. If you look at this clip here, I'm going to get my torch. not a flaming torch, it's a flashlight. So get my flashlight. Okay, if you can see that there, this spring hits this bit of metal here, this piece here. Let's see if we can rest the flashlight so you can see. Okay, see it hits that and stops it. If we go around this side, and if we look at, usually both sides should be the same. You can see this one, get the flashlight balanced. See how this one is over the top of that, and hit in there when it should be here below it. Zoom in. So this piece here should be in that notch there, the same as it is on this side. See, it's underneath and not on top. See where the light's reflecting, it's sitting there when it should be sitting there. So I'm going to loosen that off. Try and show you. Loosen that Allen bolt there, and this Allen bolt there, and see if I can relocate it in its proper place and see if that cures it. Stay tuned. Alright, so I finally got it working. It was that handle that was out of place, or that bracket with the locking mechanism. So it now unfolds and folds correctly. So it now locks, and then with the release handle, that's where it was getting stuck, and now it's working okay. Still got to fix the relay, but at least it locks and unlocks now. Well, that was a chore. So, yeah, just put it to one side. Do the suitcase wheel. So at least that's ready for its part when it comes in. Did you order the part for that? The relay box? Okay, thank you. So, stay tuned. Well, I got my package in from Enhanced Mobility for the transformer for Dr. Barry, on with the broken relay box. I was expecting a whole relay box, not having to do a deconstruct and reconstruct a circuit board. Ridiculous. I don't think the average customer's going to be happy that we're going to have to do this, but oh well, I guess needs has got to do it. It's adding more labour to the customer having to do this. So let's get on and strip that one out of there, take it apart if I can, and put the new circuit board in. I think that's ridiculous, but oh well. Okay, so I've got the relay box installed, but it won't sync with that key. I think it's a different version of key remote. It just will not sync. I've tried every which way with the Sunday, every different way of doing it, but the remote just will not sync with the box. The RAM works and the buttons at the back work. But, yeah, these work, but let's try this version, see if this works. No, different version. This where you do the 2.4 one. See, it opens and closes okay with the button, but not with the remote. So, well, either they send me the wrong remote, the wrong relay box for this remote. I don't know, but I haven't got any other. I've tried the new remote on it, the 2.4 remote, that won't work either. And this one is the same. It's the same as the remote he's already got. Well, I'll try it, but it just will not sync. Hold the A button, hold the button. Okay, let's reset the system. 4 beeps, correct, then it should beep 3, say it's programmed. There's your 3 beeps, still nothing. So, wrong key remote. So, ain't gonna work. They're gonna have to send me a new relay box for that key fob, or send me a new key fob to match that relay. Oh crap. I was just looking at Dr. Barry's old relay box I took out of his Solax, and you can see water damage there. I'm sure there's more on the circuit board. There's definitely some liquid damage you can see from this side. There's all sorts of goo staining on there. There's corrosion. Corrosion there. So he obviously spilt something on the scooter, got into the relay box, and the relay box finally gave up on him. Yeah, so there we go. Don't spill stuff on your scooter, because you break things. Oh, okay. Just waiting on a new relay box and a key fob that's already synced to it, because I can't get these two, the new one, to sync to his key fob. So yeah, so having to wait for that. So I might give him his scooter back because he needs it, but I'm just worried about if he's going to damage it even more. But I can give him his scooter back, and then when his new relay box comes in with his key fob, I can put that in, and he can then take it away. So stay tuned.